keeping Portugal contending with the rest of the world in teams, the European champions in recent years. Austria, of course, playing well as well, taking the title the next year. So Jun MIZUTANI, currently world rank number 7, has been tied at 5 with Dimitrij OVTCHAROV. He's 26 years old, the 2nd seed in this tournament, and both of these players at the opposite ends of the bracket have traveled all the way here for their destiny to meet each other in the finals. They played 16 times head-to-head, and up until the last few, it was 10-4 for Jun MIZUTANI, with Dimitrij OVTCHAROV making it 10-6 now. Jun MIZUTANI still having the heavy favorite head-to-head. They face so much because any tournament without the top Chinese players, these two are usually waiting to be playing in the finals. It started in 2005 at the Croatian Open, where Dimitrij OVTCHAROV won, and then several in a row. It's like 7 in a row to Jun MIZUTANI between 2006 at the Japan Open and 2011 at the Austrian Open. The power on the side of Dimitrij OVTCHAROV is going to be quite tricky for MIZUTANI, but again, placement, blocking game, and the first 2 shots of any rally can really help a player keep away from their opponent's attack or handcuff them. On Jun MIZUTANI's side, starting off the tournament, he took down Gryshepa from Ukraine, 4-0. Grisha, Grigory Vlasov from Russia in the next round, 4-1. João Geraldo from Portugal, 4-1. And Yusataku Takakiwa, another 4-1 victory for Jun MIZUTANI before taking down Maharu Yoshimura 4-2. So both players have had plenty of warm-up here in this tournament. Seem fresh as ever, so it should be an exciting match. Getting the dust off the bottom of the shoes. The crowd is excited. They're going to be behind Europe's own Dimitrij OVTCHAROV. And you at home should be excited for an epic battle. Best of 7, men's singles final. MIZUTANI with the serve. Not too many players have been able to push Dima off the table that quickly. Soft touch for MIZUTANI in the opening spin shot. Goes ambitiously down the line, just missing. That's the power from over the table. Strong short play of Dima. We don't see too many soft shots from Dima. Again, he's got explosive power early on in the point, especially from near the table. And there's more power, but MIZUTANI anticipates and counters. It's a risky strategy, but if you're confident in your counterattack, when your opponent hits the ball hard, they have less time to recover. Or I guess it takes them longer to recover. The attempted inside-out forehand. It's the 2nd time we've seen MIZUTANI miss a forehand this game. Again, the pressure from Dima. Heavy push. Two shots in a row. MIZUTANI gets the hesitation for Dima covering the middle. Forehand flip kill for the winner. Now the tomahawk serve is one of the signature serves of Dima. You've got the backhand below the table. This tomahawk tends to have heavy underspin. But if you can make it look heavy, keep it light, he'll get a good third ball. Too strong on the backhand, playing the angles off the bounce. This is the active play I think Dima's gonna have to keep up to secure the match. MIZUTANI generates a lot of underspin on that serve. He can vary it quite well. And of course, as always, low to the net on the serve. Outstanding rally, the inside-out forehand from Dima comes back wide, and MIZUTANI loops it around. This is the type of point we're going to be seeing here throughout the match. Look at that ball, so much side spin, but MIZUTANI anticipates and moves quickly. We don't hear too much vocalization from MIZUTANI usually. You know he's fired up. He's got OVTCHAROV looking for shots, trying to play ambitious balls down the line. Just missing the edge. From off the table and below the table, Dima still has the power to be a threat with that backhand. Very consistent blocking game from MIZUTANI, though, keeps the ball in play. And really pinpoints the middle, sees Dima back off the table, decides to soften up the ball, leave it out in front. Seems like a cell phone once again near the court. Have to wonder if it's the same person from the last 2 days. Strong flip again, the good read. It's the reverse pendulum serve short to the forehand side. And I say active, meaning positive, that Dimitrij OVTCHAROV is looking for the opportunity to take the first attack. Again, precision on the serve. We've seen service errors before from Dima because the serves are so precise and so threatening to the opponent. So high risk, high reward as well. Digging deep for some heavy spin, but it's 3 game points for Dimitrij OVTCHAROV over Jun MIZUTANI here in game 1. Almost leaves open the backhand corner, but MIZUTANI can't control the attack. 11-7, Dimitrij OVTCHAROV takes game 1, and we'll be back for game 2 right after this. We're back for game two. Dimitrij Ovtcharov leading 1-0 over Jun MIZUTANI. But it was tough to tell from early on which way the game was going to go. MIZUTANI's been playing a spinny game, blocking from what he can, but we haven't seen a lot of finishers or inside-out forehands from Jun MIZUTANI yet. Just missing the contact on the forehand side. The fisherman of the land, Jun MIZUTANI. Can expect to see a lot of points with him way off the table. Dimitrij Ovtcharov can keep him there. It's going to be to his advantage. A little bit of inside-out side spin there. Again, this is one of those rallies where both players are so comfortable. Does he look like a cracked ball? That's a signal from Dimitrij Ovtcharov. The umpire saying the ball's okay. So no crack, the point counts. Break off the top of the net. But the opening's strong from both sides. I guess Ovtcharov with the strength. MIZUTANI with the redirection of the ball. This is the importance of really knowing your strengths. Not so many players are confident to let Dimitrij Ovtcharov open against them. But if the placement is right, you're confident in your blocking game, MIZUTANI can quickly take the advantage. And even off the table, Dima can be a threat in the counter-looping rally. Both sides, but more consistent on the forehand. MIZUTANI making the most of a difficult serve, low to the net, cross court. And then planted right there. Knows that Dima's going to have a tough time to go down the short side of the table. One thing MIZUTANI's done quite well throughout this match, even in game one where he lost, is find the middle of Dimitrij Ovtcharov. Catch him with the racket head straight up, backing off the table. The grunting has started. It's counter grunting. That's always a good sign for the rally. Again, both players trying to stay close. MIZUTANI a bit spinnier in the beginning. Ovtcharov a bit more explosive power early on. Just a little late to get there. The touch of MIZUTANI keeps it short and near the net. point. Simply incredible. An edge ball returned by Jun MIZUTANI. Look at that. Entertainment at its finest out here. A chop block. That ball seemed like it might have hit the hand of MIZUTANI. Right there, just in a moment, turns around for the next ball. Look at this off the edge of the racket. The rally keeps continuing. It just goes on and on with these two. Can be sure to see that one in the highlights. Now, as a spectator, it's tough to move on. You see a point like that, you could watch it again and again, send it to your friends. It's the type of rally you don't forget easily. But the players need to quickly be ready for the next point, because an epic point like that is worth just the same as a serve off the table or a push into the net. It sounds like the warning was, please keep your hand open. The serve should be from a relatively flat palm. Should not be able to impart spin on the ball. The short side of the table for the forehand of MIZUTANI. Bit of extra power there for the inside-out forehand. OVTCHAROV trying to play the wide corner there. Excellent step around that left-handed forehand from the backhand corner. We've seen it so many times throughout this tournament from different players, but MIZUTANI using it here for a 3-point lead. When two players know each other's games quite well, you start to see variation, some scrappy points. Not the typical winners from either side. But that inside-out forehand, even from the forehand side down the line, precise and unreturnable from MIZUTANI. And he's forcing Dima to play more passive third ball than he had wanted. It's 3 game points for Jun MIZUTANI. This time the inside-out forehand falls short. So with the third towel break of the game, could go either way. OVTCHAROV saves 1 game point. It's not just the long pushes that have gotten Dimitrij OVTCHAROV out of trouble. It's the fact that when he comes into the ball, you can't tell he's going to push it long. Otherwise, MIZUTANI would have a much easier time looping the next ball. Forehand flip saves another game point. OVTCHAROV reads it perfectly. Oh, has the opening with the backhand and a big escape. Jun MIZUTANI gets away with the point, 11-9 to take the game and tie it up. We're at 1 game each, and we'll be back for game 3 just after this. Back for game 3, we're tied up at 1 game apiece. This is the men's singles final between the top 2 seeds in the tournament. Dimitrij OVTCHAROV, the top seed, and second seed Jun MIZUTANI. Told you a bit about their history before. It's a long and exciting history that goes back and forth, with MIZUTANI winning 10 out of their 16 encounters head-to-head, but Dimitrij OVTCHAROV winning the last 2. So as always, it feels like this one could go either way. Even when Dima loads it up with spin, Jun MIZUTANI seems to be quite comfortable punching it back into play down the middle. Beautiful shot from down near the ground. It's the inside-out forehand making its appearance once again. Runs her back, and OVTCHAROV takes the point. And a backhand to forehand battle. It really depends on when Dima takes it. He initiates there, doesn't give MIZUTANI a chance. Oh, turns his back to the table, plays it behind him. The quality drop shot still comes off the table, but it gets MIZUTANI right back in. OVTCHAROV playing a very difficult shot there to win the point. He really has to loosen up the racket to absorb all the energy coming in. A lot of players watching at home wonder why professionals don't try the drop shot more against lobbing and fishing players. It's very difficult to keep short. Higher percentage of attacking to the backhand, keeping them off the table. And a fast-paced backhand for a winner. These shots so low to the net. Again, short strokes from MIZUTANI, able to use his opponent's energy and spin. Too strong. He's got Dima covering the middle from the forehand side. Puts him right in the back of the hand on the backhand. Racket head up. Excellent serve, tough to read. Gets a popped up third ball. Backhand to backhand rally. MIZUTANI very stable in his game. Talked about consistency and precision in his shots. Just keeps lunging forward. Seems very out of sorts. Dima playing quite passively. Tends to do better, I think, when he goes for aggressive counters. Excellent shot, opens up the shoulders, misleads Mizutani with the upper body, then plays it down the line. Much better rally. The counter's coming quicker from Dima, but Mizutani shows exactly why it's trouble. He keeps the pace up, it comes back. It's going to be tough for Dima to take 2 big shots in a row because Dimitrij OVTCHAROV isn't expecting the placement to be changed with every shot or the ball to come back so fast. Change of placement here for the service. The serve comes long. It doesn't seem to fool Mizutani. Opening attack, and now it's 5 game points for Jun Mizutani on the receive. Solid counters, 2 in a row, and Mizutani takes it 11 points to 5 for a 2-1 lead over Dimitrij OVTCHAROV, and we'll be back for game 4 just after this.
시간에 막 한번 마음이 계속 없어. 본인잖아. 하나가 그리스도지 아도 시도 사부 고사만도 밖에 넣고 맞서 고치 이치방 가나 그 사부 여기 제무 스톱 되시. 뭐지 스톱네. 이게 지키다 하면 수위 히디카시다 그냥 수위잖아. 짝짝짝. 그래서 모두 보세요. 그래서 같이 아또 그 세미를 찬스 아로 이도 뭐지 같이 밖에 세미도 있으면 해서 이렇게 계속 그리고 딱 딱 사무 마스크 여자가 마스크 그 뭐지 가게 이렇게 무지가 뭐겠어. 나가 밖에 그리고 이렇게 뭐지 박사에 이렇게 그 블록 좀 말아가. 자, 저희가
Back for game 4, both players wiping off and getting ready. Dimitrij OVTCHAROV having a lot of trouble making the attacks count in the last game. Again, playing a left-handed player, everything's a little bit different. The inside-out forehand is going to be a forehand into Mizutani's forehand. The fast feet of Mizutani tends to run everything down wide. Attempted chop block comes back high and long. First point for OVTCHAROV. And even back up from the ground, Mizutani recovers. Just one more example of how much of a nightmare it can be to try to put the ball past him. OVTCHAROV definitely has his plate full right now, trying to figure out how he can hit some winners here. Mizutani continues to be in form. And it just goes to show you that style matchup has so much to do with any given match in table tennis. Dimitrij Ovtcharov looked unstoppable in the last round. MIZUTANI makes him look quite stoppable right now. And finally, once again, MIZUTANI prevails, countering from both sides, fishing it up, a little snake shot from under the table with some side spin to stay in the point. There's a counter backhand in here. Look at that, a full rip. My favorite part about it is as soon as MIZUTANI finishes that backhand, he's one step closer to the table. Magically appears. From Wang Liqin to many of the best great players in the past 2 decades, you've seen that. Counterattacks followed up by being closer to the table. Keeping the weight forward and taking the whole body in to regain position in the counter loop rally. A rare occasion, but the work pays off. Dima getting several strong loops in there. Well-placed serve again. Half long, just on the longer side. With the backhand receive, Dima tends to be a little stronger over the table. Beautiful shot right off the bounce. The rocket backhand to take the point. Still early in the game. Starting to feel a bit one-sided for MIZUTANI. But Dima starting his way back in, just down 3 points. Deep on the table, looked like it might have caught the back edge. Regardless, MIZUTANI getting his opening forehand, picking the place on the table. Sometimes that's what it takes. The first shot is strong from Dima, the second one, he's had to loop several shots with MIZUTANI close to the table, but only if the ball comes back to his sweet spot, clearly on the forehand side, is Dima able to keep up the attack so aggressively. MIZUTANI's been able to redirect the ball to the middle quite well off the opening attacks. Once again, tries to leave it up on the table, but it's a bit too high, and MIZUTANI's right there to take advantage. 6 game points for Jun MIZUTANI. And a dominant performance again, Jun MIZUTANI, after taking game 3, 11-5, takes game 4, 11-4, and we'll be back for game 5 just after this.
Yeah, they justそれしょうがないですよ。そういうそういうでも自分のもし難しいよくバックがアウトだし、チャンスくですよね。もしサーブちょっと早くドライブさせてもらえてもいい。早くドライブさせてもらえたら、ループちょっとこうやって打った。もしチャンスあるとちょっとパワーになった。 振り返しチャンスなんですが、自分サーブまっすぐ次パスしてたくない。自分後半の攻めのコースとあと振り返しの超早いサーブ出すパス両方1回こっち1回こっちまだ悪いなって言うのが結局
We're back for game 5. Dimitrij OVTCHAROV down 1-3 after taking the first 11-7. Things haven't been the same. MIZUTANI incredibly precise with his counters. His blocking game hasn't really given Dimitrij OVTCHAROV a chance here since game 3. And even the forehand flip from MIZUTANI's side's a winner right now. It's a more signature shot from Dima, but it hasn't come into play on his side. Not in some time. And finally a missed shot from MIZUTANI, as wide as can be. The ball before it looked like it was a winner for sure. MIZUTANI relentless in his efforts. Not just getting the ball back on the table, but aggressively too. Beautiful backhand countered from a step and a half behind the table. MIZUTANI creating a very difficult situation here. Dima's finding the attacks, but the placement, I think he's going to have to play a little bit more on the body. MIZUTANI on top of the table. Doesn't have as much time to turn and take the forehand. But from back off the table, is going to have a little bit more trouble finishing the point with the backhand. This time, Dima brings it back deep on the table, rushing MIZUTANI into a shot. Rare to see that much hesitation out of MIZUTANI. Dima with the perfectly length serve. There it is, the ripping backhand. Very loose and fluid motion from over the table. But it took the soft touch to earn that opportunity. A little bit of residual spin from the serve left on the ball. Popped up by MIZUTANI. It's been a rare occasion that MIZUTANI's missed his counter loop. Again, trying to play the short side of the table is a higher risk shot. The streak continues. Comeback train for OVTCHAROV. The counters don't get much stronger than that. Right on the elbow, and MIZUTANI turns to take a forehand with it. Outstanding play, MIZUTANI right up at the net on the forehand side, gets all the way back to the backhand corner, hits the ball from behind him, not just to keep the ball in play, but away from OVTCHAROV. Look at this, still hooking away. And even with all that wingspan and the long steps, OVTCHAROV can't reach it. If that ball goes down, that's MIZUTANI's point. Again, getting low to the ground. Yeah, no question about the side of the table there. So we've got 4 straight points for Jun MIZUTANI, and no question about the timeout from Coach Jorg Roskopf. In the corner for Dimitrij OVTCHAROV. It's an 8-3 lead. Corner for Jun MIZUTANI, we've got Coach Chu Jianxin. Speaks many languages, coached in Germany, now coaching in Japan, played in China growing up, has a son playing in Germany currently. He's a master of subtlety and disguise on his serve. During his career, the best players in the world had trouble receiving his serve. Jean-Michel save for many of the top German players. Fetzner, Krause. So just a few quick words from Jorg Roskopf, not the full timeout needed. Sometimes it dilutes the message to use up the full minute. If you know what you want to say, it can be said in 15 seconds. Get the player back out there ready to go. So the serve comes a little long, and MIZUTANI opens with the forehand too strong. Continues his streak. 5 in a row from MIZUTANI, and now 2 serves ahead. You can see how much every single point matters here. MIZUTANI not known for his vocalization, but he's showing on almost every point here. It's a sign that he wants it, and he wants it bad. Short side of the table, big counter for OVTCHAROV. Crowd getting behind Dima, the European fans here in Poland. It sounds like we've got some other Polish fans here cheering MIZUTANI. Very popular player around the world. Just missing the back edge as he falls to the ground, and we've got game point for Dima. This has been a roller coaster of a game so far, in a match that could get more and more roller coaster-like. How crisp that backhand is, so much pace, and waiting for the forehand counter. And there it is, the finisher, the backhand right off of the loop. Dimitrij OVTCHAROV, 11-9, saves the game, and we're going to a game 6. You don't want to miss it. Stay right here.
あと2回、3回、もし攻めるバックセット変えてもいい。超速いんだけど、それ2つサーブ不要件最初は1回待ってください。もし100のサーブ終わったら腹をよちょっとバックバック2秒とか打つってな、ちょっとだけこっちには3種ね、10秒下げながら
Back for Game 6, the crowd getting really into this match. As expected, it's an exciting one. Dimitrij OVTCHAROV making his comeback, pulling out the last game 11-9, now starting Game 6 with the serve down 2-3. And after that long string of points from MIZUTANI in the last game, it's quite impressive that OVTCHAROV was able to turn it around. Well placed, some side spin, hooking into the body again. Just missing. He's playing some high-risk shots here. Both of these players really have to test each other from middle to the angles. But it's a quality receive from Dima deep on the table to force the uncomfortable shot. Once again, the serve coming just a little bit too long. And like a hawk, Jun MIZUTANI sees it and knows where he has to attack. Outstanding rally once again, but the touch and the blocking game. Too much pressure here from MIZUTANI coming in. And a leaping backhand in the middle of that. Even when pushed way out to the forehand side, MIZUTANI keeps the threat on, keeps the rotation on the ball. So last game it was Dima who was way ahead, up 8-3. See if he can turn things around and make a comeback of his own here. That was an outstanding shot from down low. But MIZUTANI not bothered at all, hangs right in there. A rare occasion we see MIZUTANI missing any loops out here right now. OVTCHAROV playing down the line, pressure onto the backhand side for MIZUTANI. He's been consistent with the backhand, but still more threatening on the forehand side. Fast long serve comes back quickly. While you can be pretty sure that the ball's going to come back long after a fast long serve, how it's going to come back is another story. Now the same score that Dima had against him that he had in his favor last game. Still a long way to go here in game 6. Jun MIZUTANI, 3 points away from champion. Deep push to the very deepest part of the backhand corner, and the timeout on Jun MIZUTANI's side. Talking to Coach Chu here. Could see in that slow-mo how rapidly spinning the ball was. Dimitrij OVTCHAROV, like the best in the world, able to generate so much spin with just the littlest motion. We'll see what he comes back with. MIZUTANI's touch game has been very effective when he's pushed deep and allowed Dima to open up. As long as there was an element of surprise on the deep push, it's been very effective. The deep push followed up by a counter or an aggressive backhand block. We'll see. It's Dima with the serve. Soft touch off the bounce. OVTCHAROV takes the point. The crowd trying to pump up Dima here. Soft touch again. Plays very, very patiently early on in the point, waiting for the opportunity. And the quality of MIZUTANI's loops here, not enough to deter the backhand counterattack. Backhand to backhand, Dimitrij OVTCHAROV should win the point. It's just a tough rally to get into with the fast feet and the mirror image of having a left-handed player on the other side of the table. And just overdoing it on the counters. 2 in a row, hooking into the body, and MIZUTANI so focused to take those side spin loops back. No matter who the crowd supports, we all support great points out here. They're really appreciating the show right now between both of these players. Stop! 1 point away. Jun MIZUTANI with 4 championship points over Dimitrij OVTCHAROV of Germany. And the flip goes out. Jun MIZUTANI fist pumped, and he is the champion. Another title, and for 2016, it's Jun MIZUTANI with his first right here at the Polish Open, a major series, takes down his rival, his arch nemesis, Dimitrij OVTCHAROV, and the crowd thrilled to see the battle. A 6-gamer, 11-6 in the 6th game. What a performance. Jun MIZUTANI back in form and playing well out here. And Dimitrij OVTCHAROV was playing quite well as well, but had trouble